Hi everybody and welcome to my post-match review of West Ham versus Huddersfield. I've literally just got back in the last few minutes from the game, straight from the ground. So it's going to be a little bit different this week because obviously with the away games I've been able to make notes on this, but being at the game rather than watching it on telly this tonight, it's been a little bit more difficult. So what I'm going to start off with is I'm going to combine pretty much two videos together. What I'm going to start off with is obviously going through the lineup. Now there's not many changes to be honest with you, but there were a few. In goal again was Joe Hart. We had excuse me, we had Pablo Zabaleta at right back. Nothing new there, although for some stupid reason, if you have a look at this Premier League fantasy, the Premier League fantasy team, for some reason puts Zabaleta as a midfielder, so I don't know what those guys are doing. Anyway, I'm digressing from there. So it was Zabaleta, and well, actually they put Aaron Creswell in as midfield as well. He was on the left, defensive left. At centre back we had that's a good point actually. Yeah, we had three at the, according to this, we had three at the back. So it was Winston Reid, Jose Font, and James Collins, which was correct. They were out. So yeah, so maybe Zabaleta and Creswell were wing backs then, which would make sense, as I'll talk about later. And so we got wing backs of Creswell and Zabaleta, Obiang and Kouati in the midfield, and up front we had Mikel Antonio on the right. I don't think it was a 4-3-3, 3-4-3. I think it was a 4-4-2. But anyway, up front we had Chicharito and Andy Carroll. Great, it's a really good idea. Very bold. Very surprised that Carroll was playing because he was supposed to be a substitute for this game. But yeah, it worked. It really worked. It was a good game. Not brilliant, but after the results, you know, losing 3 on the bounce, conceding 10 goals in total, obviously scoring 2, wasn't too bad. Wasn't a bad, you know, it wasn't too bad a lineup, and it was all attacking. A lot more stronger than I was expecting it to be. I was expecting to see Sacco up front with Chicharito or Hernandez, but yeah, either way, it's a good lineup. It's a good lineup. So anyway, so as I say, the game itself, I couldn't believe it. It was just incredible. Bearing in mind all the bad things we've seen recently, you know, I mean, literally within 2 minutes, almost 1-0 up. Andy Carroll's left-footed side, left foot. I can't even speak. I'm still really excited about it. I'm very tired. Andy Carroll goes for within the second minute. It was about a minute and a half on the clock, really. But yeah, Andy Carroll goes for goal with his left foot, and it skews right of the goal. Literally within this minute or so later, we're doing this exactly the same thing. Andy Carroll's bombing down the left, passes the ball literally straight across the goal mouth, and Chekouate is there and misses it within about half a second too late. Oh, it was bad. You know, it was just we could have easily been 2-0 up in 4 minutes. Really could have been. And then yeah, and then again, 9 minutes into the game, Andy Carroll's gone on goal. Yet again, his attempt is blocked, and Chicharito passes him the ball. Honestly, it was just so much happening in the first half. I have to refer to this team sheet lineup thing. Yeah, then we had a corner in the 9th minute. Honestly, there was so much going on in the 9th minute. It was ridiculous. You know, we had a block, and then it was Chris Lowe conceded a corner from Andy Carroll's attempt. Anyway, I don't want to go into the semantics of it, but basically, for the first half, we were practically all over them. I don't think the stats reflect that in total. What the possession? Yeah, it shows that shows that over the whole game Huddersfield had more possession, but there was a lot of mucking about in the second half, which I'll come to later. But as I say, it was very. It was really good defending in the first half. The back three, it works again. It works. You know, it's not difficult to do. I mean, we could have easily had a good 2 or 3 in the first half if the luck was on our side. I mean, there was a great attempt by Hernandez in the first half, but it hit the post and bounced out. I mean, how does that happen? How does that happen with his sort of quality? So, you know, at 0-0, squeaky bum time as it was, but we were playing good football, so it was a lot more relaxed, a lot more relaxed. Okay, and then going into the second half, within a minute there was a handball by the Huddersfield players. Nothing came to it. There's a few attempts again. And fouls on both sides. Very dodgy refereeing on certain things. There's loads of players being pulled down, shirts pulled. Yes, all right, it's a physical game, but there's no need for some of the stuff we saw tonight on both sides. Was none of that stuff. Basically, the goal itself. Now, this is an interesting one. I'm not surprised that it's been awarded to Pedro Obiang. 72nd minute. Actually, I want to step back a couple of things. On the 64th minute, there was a lot of booing going on, and a lot of unrest by the home fans. Reason being was because on the 64th minute, Bilic decides to take off Chicharito, or Hernandez, as I keep referring to him because that's his proper name, Hernandez, and brings on Andre Ayew. Now, I was surprised. I was shocked at that. I couldn't see the thinking behind it. A lot of us couldn't see that. You know, it's just like, why is he bringing on Ayew? He's useless, and to be fair, he has been so far the last few games. I was a big advocate of him at the beginning of last season before he had his injury. From January when he came back after his injury at the beginning of the season from Chelsea away. But I don't know. It's something didn't smell right. But that might come to later. But as I say, 72 minutes in, a goal goes in. Now, the goal was actually on target, so I'm guessing this is why it's been awarded to Pedro Obiang, but it's not his in any shape or form. Reason being is because Obiang goes for it. The ball deflects. Apparently, according to this, was Ayew set him up for it. So it gave him an assist by Ayew. I don't remember that. So if that's on here, fine. But as I say, Obiang goes for shot. It's blocked. It bounces off the shoulder. I think the back shoulder of whoever the defender is. It hits the post and goes in. So technically, it's an own goal. But as the shot was on target, it's been awarded to Obiang. We went crazy then, absolutely crazy. Me and the guys around us, we were just laughing because it was a great own goal. And more attempts at goal, really pushing. We get corners. Creswell's corners. I don't know what was going on there. Some of them were good and some of them were terrible. I'm quite glad there's no match of the day to see those highlights. To be fair, really not. I'd say one of the few the weaknesses of this game was Creswell. When it came to his free kicks, he was brilliant at all other parts of things. Made a couple of mistakes, but yeah, his free kicks and his corners, and I'm not impressed by him. But anyway, so the 77th minute, Andre Ayew in the classic Frank Lampard-esque rebounding attempt. He got it, boom. Jose Font with the right foot that's close range is blocked, and then literally, as usual, Ayew is on the rebound and boom, goes in. Very, very sloppy goal to concede, to be fair. Ayew's about 4 inches away from the goalkeeper. It's not that far away from him at all. And yeah, so we bet, it goes in, it's 2-0. You can argue, as me and Phil were talking about the game, after he scored it, you could argue that Hernandez would have been in exactly the same position because it's a poacher's goal. It really is, it's a poacher's tap-in. So yeah, so we're 2-0 up, and that's it. We're starting thinking this is it. Good. And then 4 minutes of extra time at the end, and Declan Rice comes on with a minute to go. I don't get it. What's he going to learn? What's he going to learn? And the interesting thing from it was there was no Noble, which, to be honest, I didn't even notice until a friend of mine, Steph, brought it up. Didn't even notice. Is he injured? We'll find out. Maybe he was just rested because we've got West Brom. I don't know. On Saturday, I don't know. But Saturday or Sunday, whenever it is. But yeah, it was. It's a big weight has gone off our shoulders now. Really has. Very happy with this. Very happy with this. We're by no means out of the woods yet in any shape or form. We're just going to see where we are on the table. I don't really want to say it, but I'm going to do it for this purposes because it's the first win of the season. And who would have thought we would have won at home the first game of the season? So we're now on 18th, level on goal difference with Leicester. And we've got West Brom away at the weekend, who are currently 9th. Again, it's 4 games into the season. I'm not really too worried about that yet. I'm not as worried as I used to be. But yeah, it's good. I'm glad. I'm very happy. So it'd be interesting to see what happens, what everything was saying on telly. The usual Sky bollocks, I should imagine. But anyway, it's now coming up to 11:30. I'm tired, even though I've got a half day tomorrow. I'm not doing the football roundup video because I need my energy. I might do that tomorrow morning before I leave for work. So this West Ham jacket won't be on, but we have Bolton at home on Tuesday a week tomorrow, and this jacket's going to be coming out again because so far I've worn it 3 games. I wore it at Chelsea away last year and we lost 2-1. I wore it at Spurs at home, we won 1-0, and I wore it tonight and we won 2-0. So I think this is more of a midweek omen jacket, I think. I'm hoping, we'll see. I'm hoping it is going to be my lucky jacket. But anyway, I'm rambling here now. There's a lot of things I want to talk about, which is more to do with the league titles, the football games roundup video that I'm going to do tomorrow. So in the meantime, thank you very much for watching. Glad to spend some time with you, and you'll see me again tomorrow. Toodly bye now.